Okay, we haven't been in very long, and there are several duck down there. Lots of ducks. But just wait. See how beautiful this place is? And the buffalo. Lots of buffalo. I know we'll see more, but this is really cool. You see the one out there? Babies. Babies, beware. It's just gorgeous here. Okay, this is Biscuit Basin. We stopped, and I just wanted you to see that there's fly fishermen in the river, and behind them, buffalo. Over here, there's geese with some babies, and then the geysers in the background. Really cool. The geysers are everywhere. The geese with the babies. Fly fishermen. Geysers, lots of geysers. Old Faithful.
Willie, come here. Willie, come up here and see.
That is awesome. Wow, it's so loud.
Yeah, look at all the water.
That is loud.
What
It's
is it?
roaring like a tornado.
That is cool. Did you see the geyser?
That's Old Faithful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That is cool.
Look at how high it is. Are you taking a video?
So
Big
cool.
one. It's crystal clear water.
Yep.
You want to sit by Lily for a picture?
Hey, sit by him real quick so we can take your picture. Turn to me.
Awesome.
That's cool, huh? Yeah, you see a baby. Bye-bye, geyser. Man, they predicted that very good.
Just about
10:53.
gone. Very, very cool.
Yeah, the geyser went up. That was awesome.
Thank you. Awesome. It's a really cool geyser, thermal pool. It bubbles up here, boiling water, and then spills out to this pool. Pretty awesome. There's some really wild colors out there that I don't think the camera's picking up very well, but there's some like really pretty emerald greens and oranges under the surface. I guess the rocks have turned colors. It's really amazing. Apparently there's a thermal geyser up ahead too, because the water coming down from the mountain is hot. These are the falls. I don't remember the name of them, but it's gorgeous. And it goes down, down, down to the river, way down there. But isn't this a beautiful view?
ये साइड आ जाओ, वो साइड हाँ चलो साथ में आ जाओ। हाँ लोग पप्पा क्या
Okay, one more shot of this because I want you to try to focus in and see. That's actually a waterfall because there's a geyser erupting at the top where the steam is coming from, and water is running down the white part farthest to the right in our picture. It's amazing. That bridge way down there is the one I was trying to tell y'all about earlier that I saw when I was having a panic attack coming down the mountain. I hate that I do that. I wish I could take better pictures for y'all, but I just can't function when I have one of those attacks. Anyway, one more panoramic view of all the beauty that we have here. And over to the waterfall, which is beautiful. Okay, we're a little closer now, so I thought I'd get you a better picture of the bear. He's just chilling, hanging out, trying to get him back to me. Don't want over nobody. Anyway, just a bear. So, we were driving along and all the traffic stopped, so we stopped too. And lo and behold, there's a bear swimming in the water over there. He just flipped over and did some backstrokes. I thought he was going to get out, but he's still swimming. He's having him a lovely little swim, cooling off. Temperature is up to 60, so I guess that's warm. And he's cooling down. He's just swimming around, enjoying his afternoon. See? There he goes up on the water, up on the ground. Oh. Guess he's cool enough. That's a pretty cool little scene right there. I'm sorry that this camera doesn't zoom in so that y'all can see better, but that was pretty awesome.
Indeed. Let's go, people.
We're watching the bear. Hush. Stop. This is exciting. He's gonna go scratch his back on the tree. Oh my gosh, he's doing little bear things. He's getting him a good scratch. That is so cool. They were going extremely too fast. That is so cool. He's wandering off. Guess he got his scratches in. Okay, awesome. Hope you enjoyed the bear show. This is the Grand Prismatic, and it's probably 30-something degrees here this morning. It's very cold. But as you're walking up the pathway and the steam takes you over, you can actually feel the warmth from the steam. And I don't know if you can see how deep and pretty and clear it is, but it's awesome. Okay, we're still at the same place. We're at a different end of the hole, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but the water's actually boiling. You can see the bubbles coming up. Like I said, you can feel the steam when you're at the other end of it. You can feel the warmth of the steam because it's just basically a big boiling pot of water. It's pretty cool. Okay, as you can see, this is the Grand Prismatic Spring. The colors aren't as pretty because it's cloudy this morning. But if you look really closely, you can see tons of buffalo prints where they've walked through the area, all in the water. It's pretty cool. The colors are nice, just not as pretty as it might be if the sun was out. Oh, speaking of, here comes some buffaloes now, up from below. I'm sure they're coming to get warm. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm sure the colors would be prettier if we could see it, but it's so cold this morning that there's a big mist rising.
Don't get in the slightest way.
This is the only one that has any color because this is the only one we can actually see, thanks to the steam. But they're all beautiful. See how big the steam is. It's crazy. The buffalo decided to join us at the walkway around the prismatic. So a couple people took off running a minute ago. Don't blame them. But they're just wandering along. Okay, we're still here And the buffalo are still wandering, but they're moved away from the walkway now. This is the turquoise pool.
Wow.
It's very, very deep. And it's beautiful. You can see the colors a little better on this one because the steam's not quite so bad here. The wind's blocking it. It's protected. But there's a buffalo coming to enjoy it. Okay, this is Black Sand Basin. This is another set of geysers. And I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's like boiling water that's bubbling up under the surface and making noise. And it keeps popping out at different places. Like that one up there, if you can see it, that's boiling water bubbling out of the ground. This is like the coolest thing ever. It like bubbles up in the middle and it stinks. It stinks really bad. This is where it rolls down to this other one, and the colors are so pretty. And there's a big pile of buffalo poop, which is everywhere around here because there's a million buffaloes. And then you get down to this one. Can you hear it? Look at that. That's like bubbling up out of the ground. Hot water, boiling hot water, just bubbling up. But you can smell, I'm not sure what that smell is because it's not exactly sulfur, but it stinks when it comes up. But look at the beautiful colors where it's rolling down and where the grass is growing. And then there's this warm creek here that I would love to just go soak in, but I don't think that's legal. But you can once again feel the warmth. This one is called the Cliff Geyser. And I'm going to show you more when we get to them.
Too damn much steam.
Oh, it started a video?
Yeah.
We get down to this one here. That's just bubbling up out of the ground. Hot water. Boiling hot water just bubbling up. But you can smell, I'm not sure what that smell is, but it's not exactly sulfur, but it's... This is the Emerald Pool in the Black Sand Basin. It's really cool. It's deep. I don't know how deep, but you can see that it's super deep in the middle. I finally got brave enough to touch the boiling water coming out. It's not boiling. It passes under here, and I touched it way over here, so it had time to cool. It's still warm, very warm to the touch, but it's not boiling at that point. I'm going to show you the walk down to the next thing just because I think it's cool. See the buffalo prints in the mud where they've come to get warm, probably, who knows.
But we haven't seen Bigfoot yet.
Oh, anyway, it's desolate in the areas where the water flows out. It's like nothing really grows there. This little twisted pine with the teeny tiny pine cones. Big piles of buffalo poop. Lots of buffalo poop. Lots of dead trees. It's further than I realized. I'm sorry y'all are having to listen to me and watch all this, but I just wanted you to get a sense of the wonder of it all. We have these wooden walkways that you walk on. Some of them have been replaced, and they aren't wood anymore. They're that simulated wood. These are still wood and rotten in places, but there's water all out there. Oh, there's a little, looks like a kilby bird. I don't know what kind of bird that is, running along the path. We're about to come up on one of those bowling ones that I think are super, super cool. The water back there is boiling too, but you can really boom two, and they're just like, it's like in the middle of the ground, and there's boiling, literally boiling water up, and it gets so hot and builds up so much pressure that it has to come out of the surface. So, and then when you flip to this side, there's more over here, and you can see that it runs down into the creek, but there's where it's more of them that just boil up out of the ground. Really, really cool. And you can see the steam because it's so cold out here this morning. Down here it's in the 40s. I think it was 40 degrees when we got out of the truck. But anyway, you can see some of the color from here too, of the emerald pool. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we're still at Black Sand. This is right by the drive where you drive in. For the beautiful colors that it makes when it goes over the side of the rock. And then there's these boiling pools. This one is called Spouter Geyser, and it spouts, obviously. It's pretty blue too. It's awesome. And they have all these steam vents to let it out, I guess. I don't know why they have it like that, but then it's just so pretty. And I saw on the way in there's some really pretty color at this one down here, so I wanted to show it to you as well. But I just love the colors. It's so pretty. This one is called the Opalescent Pool. The sun's not out today. There's a lot of clouds. It comes and goes, but ooh, you can see how pretty that is. Even though the sun's not really out right now, it's kind of cloudy. And the steam makes it cloudy too, but that's pretty. Anyway, just wanted you to see it all. Wish you could smell the smell too, because it's nasty. that it's the end of June, but it's pretty up here. Coming out to a place where you could look down, it looks like. See if we can get anything. No, we can't see through the trees here. It's too thick. These are called the thumb paint pots. They're thermals again, but they're like milky colored. So this one is green, and it flows over into this one, which is more of a yellowy brown color, and then there's the orange, bright orange one, and then there's a gray one that kind of reminds me of like pottery clay. I don't know. It's weird. And there is Yellowstone Lake in the background behind us. Really pretty. We're still out by Lake Tahoe. I mean, Yellowstone Lake at the pots. This one is called Collapsing Spring, and you can see that it like disappears in the middle and goes deep, deep, deep. So it must just keep, maybe it keeps growing, I don't know. This one is called Ledge Spring, and it has a hole in the middle. That looks pretty deep. I really just want to sit down in one of them. And then over here, this one is called the Reactive Spring. No, the Percolating Spring. My bad, I couldn't read. It looks like a percolator too. Reminds me of an old percolator coffee pot. Anyway, once again, Yellowstone Lake in the background. Pretty cool. And it's really cold. That's why there's so much steam coming up too. It's like in the 30s and the wind's blowing. But it's pretty. This one is called the Abyss Pool, but it is gorgeous. I hope the color comes through because it's a really, really beautiful aqua blue. Even though it's called Abyss. And it leaks out into the lake. It's beautiful. There's a little bubbly pot up there too. But I just love the colors of this one. It's so blue, turquoise. Hope you can see it.
Now I got it. Damn. Pretty doggone clear, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely don't see clear the water back like this back home.
Yeah.
This is the mud volcano. I know you can probably hear it bubbling up, and it's like boiling, and it's just splashing everywhere. And then there's footprints all around from the buffalo because they've obviously been traipsing around in here. Pretty cool. Sincere mud bath there. Mud volcano. This one is called Dragon's Mouth Spring, and you can hear the gas exploding inside there and causing waves like an ocean to come out. It's pretty wild.
Look at you can see the colors
Gorgeous.
that are here.
Very gorgeous. Sounds like something mechanical, but that's just the explosions inside the caverns of the gases. Pretty wild. Just a buffalo minding his business, having a little snack. Probably 100 feet from us.
He's been fighting. See his horn broke off.
Yep. He's at the mud volcano. Just minding his business. This is called sulfur cauldron. That area over there is spewing up mud. It looks like a volcano, shaped like a volcano. This one is just bubbling like all the rest, like boiling water, but it's yellow. The rest haven't been yellow. The sign here says we're inside the caldera of one of the largest volcanoes in the world. The volcano has erupted at least 3 times, and Yellowstone is full of signs that volcanic activity is still very much alive below ground. The acidity of the sulfur cauldron is a 1, which is only less acidic than battery acid. Everything else is less acidic than this. This is another portion of the same place. You go down here, and you get to a part where it's like super bubbly. It's like boiling up out of the ground. It's crazy. And right on the other side of all of this acidic, bubbly stuff is a nice little river that runs through. Very awesome river. It's really pretty. Tons of wildlife around here, and it's beautiful. But there you go, the sulfur cauldron. This is called the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. It's a massive waterfall.